Kia ora e te whānau. Wow, looks like coffee dyed paper that I have stenciled, but it's not. So any of you that know me know how much I love coffee dyed paper, but sometimes when I stencil it, the results are a little bit unpredictable, and that takes this problem away whatsoever. So this is a digital that I've created based off of a stenciled piece that I did that didn't quite come out in all the areas, because we know that happens all the time. And I put it into Photoshop and started creating patterns from the piece that did work. And when I printed them, I was really happy with the result. So this is the light digital pack, this guy here. So that prints, that's just on white paper. This one is the dark set, and I will pop those down below if you're interested. You might be able to make your own, I don't know. And this one, I accidentally forgot to turn off borderless when I printed it. So I just ripped it down with a ruler and inked the edges, and that one is double-sided. So you want to know how to do it? Let me show you. So let's start with how I prepare the paper, just so that, see how it kind of, this process that I'm about to show you kind of just breaks down the fibre, fluffs it up a little bit, just like it does when you dye it. The light version, by the way, also works really well on plain coffee dyed paper, and it comes out more like this. And honestly, I think that looks even more legit. So if it's not the coffee problem, the coffee smell problem, that causes you to stay away from it, then coffee dye the paper first, just plain, and then print these on top, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Alrighty, let's get going. Okay, so process. Plain 80 GSM copy paper, and I just spritz it with water, and I turn it over, spritz the other side too, and I do just let it soak in a little bit. That gives you more of the dunked wrinkles, and then I just dry it. Alternatively, you could chuck it in the oven on some baking paper. I just use the non-stick stuff, 30 degrees centigrade, sorry, not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, and then I don't have to sit here with this the whole time. But once I have dried that, I'll just pop that over there, then you get wrinkly paper. So I'll just set up my iron and we'll quickly iron those. Okay, once dry, you'll get this wrinkly paper. I think that just helps it look a little bit more like coffee dyed, but this won't go through our printer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bit of baking paper. You don't probably have to, but my iron is a mess. I'm not telling that story. And then I'm just going to iron them so that I'm happy that they'll go through my printer. And I just pay attention to one end more than the others, so that it's got one nice end for the printer to grab. And now still got the wrinkliness, but it should be happy to go through my printer. So I'm just going to keep doing the rest of these same way, and then I shall get my laptop out and we'll choose which one we're going to print. Okay, so I have opened my lappy and I have just double clicked and opened the file. My default PDF reader is Adobe Acrobat, so that's what my program is. Yours might be a little bit different. And this is the light pack. So there's 33 different designs in this one. And there's loads of different designs to choose from. Some smaller so that you could even write over top of them if you wanted to. And some larger prints. I think I will print number 2, so menu, print, and this is my HB Envy. So you just select your printer. Your layout, your printer driver might look a little bit different than this, but there are really common selections. Like I say, it might just look a little bit different. This printer was cheap as chips, but it prints absolutely beautifully. So open up properties, and what you want to do is, it doesn't matter which one of those you pick, as long as you've got borderless, and we want that one on so that we don't have white edges around our print. And I select an HP version. I don't usually leave it as plain paper. HP seems to print better. If it thinks that you're using HP paper, I'm guessing that's just a way that they can make you buy HP photo paper and printer paper. Sometimes I will print on photo paper, and I would change the options again. So we don't need to change any of those. Single-sided. This one here, I'm just going to print it on normal. Usually in photo paper I might use best, but in this case I've been printing it on normal and it's just fine the way it is. And leave grayscale off because we want to print it in colour. And hit OK. And then over here you can see that it fits nicely. I've set it to landscape. We want to make sure it's on fit, and the most important part is that we want to make sure that it's not set to all to print 33 pages at once. We want to choose current so that it only prints the one that we're actually wanting to print for now. And just the last thing to double check is that your paper is on A4. Sometimes it will automatically select letter, and then you would notice in that print preview that there's white lines over here up the top. And then that's probably the setting that you're looking for. Then after that, push print. Okay, so simple pimple. Just whichever edge you slightly ironed more, just pop it into there, then push print. So there we go, that's it. Please, I would love to know what you think and whether or not this might solve a problem for you if you don't like the coffee smell, or you have problem with stencils, or just you don't have the money to buy stencils, lots of different stencils, or finding the right size, A4 or bigger, so that it fits the whole thing. Let me know. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is, this is part of Love Letters and Lace, so I will be printing off a few of these and folding them so that I can have them as folios and signatures. So if you're going to follow along with the Come Make With Me journal for Love Letters and Lace, I'm probably going to start with about 5 of those in amongst the signatures. Yeah, 5 or 6. So I will see you for the next one. Okay, my lovelies, until next time, mā te wā.